Hello everyone, this is MrEvan Productions here, and welcome to episode 177 of Ask Mr. Evan Productions. So let's go ahead and answer some more questions. Once again, here we go. Forrest Rom says, awesome light green shirt. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Even though that's not a question, but I'll take it. Alice Zook 2016 asks, 1. Did you have a great birthday? Yes, I did. I had a great birthday on the 7th. And I think that my birthday, it went very well because I had a blast. Also, did you see my birthday shout out video? Did you see my birthday shout out video and community post? Yes, I saw your community post of you wishing me a happy birthday, and I really appreciate your birthday shout out that you gave me, because that was really nice of you to do that. 2. How does it feel to be 20 years old? It feels great to be 20 years old, because I am no longer a teenager, and instead, I'm just happy to be in my 20s. Yep, so this means that I am no longer a teenager. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a normal adult. 3. Can you believe this is 177 episodes of Ask Mr. Evan? And also, this is your first Ask Mr. Evan episode of you being 20 years old. Yep, it is. You're correct. This episode 177, is the very first Ask Mr. Evan Productions episode of me being 20 years old. Because the last episode, 176, I was still a teenager. I haven't entered my 20s yet. I haven't yet entered my 20s. But this is the first Ask Mr. Evan episode of me being 20 years old. Just a normal adult, and I'm just a normal person. So yeah. 4. Do you know how to perform CPR? Actually, I didn't. Actually, I don't really know how to perform CPR because CPR is pretty hard to explain it. I'll have to figure out how to explain it properly. Or did you take any CPR classes? I did not take any CPR classes. No. But I do know what. But I've heard of CPR before, and I do know what CPR is, because CPR is basically someone trying to how can I say this? Okay, guys, I'm back. So to answer your question, CPR is an emergency procedure that combines chest compressions and rescue breathing to restart a person's breathing and heartbeat. It's performed when someone's heart stops beating. Sorry if I got that so long, but sorry if I performed it that long. So yeah. So yeah. 5. Do you know any other first aid techniques? I don't really think so. No. 5. 6. Do you mow your lawn? I do know how to mow my lawn some, but I don't really know how to mow it all at once, because mowing lawn can take a lot of time, and it can be really expensive. 7. Have you ever been to the zoo or an aquarium? I have been to an aquarium before, and I think aquariums are pretty fun. They're pretty fun to visit. 8. Did you ever have a cat or dog? Well, I do have a dog, but I'm not going to mention its name because of personal reasons, because that's too personal. But the dog that you saw in my last food review, he is a brown bred dog. Because I don't really know what kind of dog that is, because it's hard for me to explain it. So yeah. 9. And I also have a cat too, which I'm not going to mention the cat's name because it's also too personal. 9. What are you going to do now that you're 20 years old? Well, I'll probably just continue some more content and maybe possibly get a job at some point. 10. Are you excited for Zootopia 2? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Zootopia 2 is going to be a good sequel to the original Zootopia movie from 2016. Daniel G asks, can you make this a birthday special? Oh, you're right, Daniel G, I forgot. So maybe this episode can be called Late Birthday Special. Thanks for the suggestion, Daniel G. Maybe I can make this the late birthday special, since I didn't get to make it the other day. So this will be the late birthday special of the Ask Mr. Evan Productions episode. Alright. Wonder Red asks, 1. Opinion on the Thunderments. I haven't really seen the Thunderments, to be honest. But maybe someday in the future, I'll have to check out the Thunderments. 2. Opinion on the Lego movie. I think it's a great movie. I've seen the Lego movie before, and I think it's really great. 3. Do you have a favorite football team? If yes, who's your favorite football team? I'm not sure, to be honest, because, I'm not really sure what my favorite football team is, because it's hard to explain. 4. What's your opinion on raccoons? Raccoons, in my opinion, I think raccoons are really awesome. They're kind of like squirrels, to be honest. Raccoons are pretty nice. Justice Schramm asks, 1. If you have a favorite PG-13 and R-rated movie, what would that movie be? Well, Justice Schramm, my favorite G-rated movie is definitely Toy Story, because Toy Story is a great Pixar movie from 1995. And in fact, since today is September the 12th, today is September the 12th of 2025, so that means Toy Story is going to get a re-release in theaters to honor its 30th anniversary. Which for me though, I'm probably not going to do that though, because I can just watch the movie on YouTube. In fact, I can just watch the full movie on YouTube. In fact, I can just watch some clips of Toy Story on YouTube. Because there are some clips on YouTube, but I don't think it's the entire movie because of copyright reasons. But regardless, Toy Story is a great movie. Toy Story is still a great movie from 1995. My PG-rated favorite movie? Well, my favorite PG-rated movie is The Incredibles from 2004. Because The Incredibles, I think The Incredibles, in my opinion, I think it's a great movie from 2004. Because I have seen The Incredibles before, and I think it's a great Disney and Pixar movie from 2004. My favorite PG-13 movie? Well, my favorite PG-13 movie is Transformers from 2007. Because I have seen the Transformers before, and I think the Transformers, in my opinion, the first Transformers movie, the live-action one, I think it's a great movie from 2007. Like, I've seen clips of it before, and I think it's a great movie. It's a great movie from 2007. An R-rated movie? Well, my favorite R-rated movie is The Breakfast Club, because The Breakfast Club is a great movie from 1985. It's a classic. It's a masterpiece. And since I couldn't watch The Breakfast Club when I was a kid because the movie is rated R, and this movie is not, in The Breakfast Club, this movie, it's not suitable for kids. because I have done a movie review on The Breakfast Club before, but maybe someday in the future, maybe I might just rewatch the movie and just hopefully make an enhanced version of The Breakfast Club movie review. 2. Do you have any nightmares very often? I used to have nightmares. Yes, I used to have nightmares before when I was younger, when I was little. Because kids often have nightmares. Because kids are young and they often have nightmares. In fact, I was one of those kids that had nightmares. But I don't really have nightmares anymore, so I don't have to worry about nightmares anymore because I'm a 20-year-old adult. 3. Who is your favorite character from Toy Story? Well, my favorite character from Toy Story is Woody himself, because Woody is a great character from the Toy Story franchise. 4. Do you hate when someone destroys something you care about in your house? Yes, I absolutely do, because someone might destroy stuff that I care for, and that can get real. And I don't really like it when someone destroys something that I care about in my house, and it's hard to explain why. And finally, 5. What's your opinion on gas stations? Gas stations, in my opinion, they're pretty cool. It's where you can buy snacks and drinks. And I have been to a gas station before, and I do think that gas stations, in my opinion, I think they're really good. They're really awesome. Thanks for the questions, Justice Rome. I appreciate them. RedBoy2009 asks, 1. What is your opinion on IXL? IXL, in my opinion, I don't really care for that website because IXL is basically a math website. Because it's a website because IXL is pretty much a website where you do math and reading and stuff like that. And thank goodness I didn't have to use IXL, but I did have to use MobyMax to practice my reading skills. But honestly, I don't really like IXL either. And same for MobyMax, because I don't really like MobyMax either. So thank goodness I don't use MobyMax anymore, because MobyMax is for little kids. Because it should be reserved for school kids. It should only be usable from kids from pre-K to 12th grade. Oh no, actually from preschool to 8th grade. Yeah. That's what I think it should be usable for, because it should only be usable from preschool to 8th grade, or even better, up to 12th grade for autism, in case if they need to use MobyMax for something. Which, thank goodness, I don't need to use MobyMax anymore because I already graduated high school, and I'm a 20-year-old adult, and I'm already a 20-year-old adult, so that's a good thing. 2. What is your opinion on McJugger nuggets? I've heard. 2. What is your opinion on McJugger nuggets? I've heard of this YouTuber before, and I do think that McJugger Nuggets, in my opinion, I think he's a really awesome YouTuber. I haven't really seen his videos, but maybe someday in the future, I might have to give his videos a watch. 3. What is your opinion on MrEvan? I think it's a great studio. I think it's a great animation studio. 4. What is your opinion on the MrEvan show? I think it's great. 5. Are you excited for the Toy Story 5 official trailer? Yes. I really am excited for the Toy Story 5 official trailer. I think it's going to look awesome. And Toy Story 5 is scheduled to come out in theaters on June 19th of 2026, which is next year. That's next year. Toy Story 5 will officially come out in theaters on June 19th, 2026. Let me just confirm it real quick. Yup, it's confirmed. Toy Story 5 will officially be out in theaters on June 19th, 2026, which is next year. Yup, it's confirmed. Yeah, I just confirmed it myself. Which I do think that Toy Story 5 is going to be an awesome Toy Story sequel to the fourth movie. Even though some people say that the Toy Story franchise should have ended with the third movie, but then Pixar decided to make a fourth movie, and then Pixar decided to make a fifth movie, and then Pixar decided to make a Toy Story 5. Yep, Pixar decided to make a fifth Toy Story movie, and I don't necessarily mind, because after all, it is the Toy Story franchise. And if Pixar ever makes a Toy Story 6, I wouldn't really mind that, because after all, it would still be the Toy Story franchise. Or unless Pixar decides to make a Toy Story spin-off or something like that, that would be really fun to watch. I would definitely watch that Toy Story spin-off. Anyways, alright. Adam the Amanda Cartwright Hater 2006 asks, 1. What's your opinion on McBang videos? Never heard of him before. 2. Do you like fried chicken? 2. Do you like fried chicken? Yes, I do like fried chicken, because I do think that fried chicken, in my opinion, is really awesome. 3. What's your opinion on tacos? I think tacos, in my opinion, tacos are really good. 4. Do you like the movie theaters? Yes. Movie theaters, in my opinion, I think they're really good. On hiatus until further notice asks, 1. What's your opinion on Thomas the Tank Engine? Thomas the Tank Engine, in my opinion, I think they're really good. I think Thomas the Tank Engine is a great show, because I do remember watching Thomas the Tank Engine when I was a kid. And Thomas the Tank Engine definitely brings back memories. And Thomas the Tank Engine, it definitely needs a rewatch. So Thomas the Tank Engine, it definitely needs a rewatch. 2. What's your opinion on Lightning McQueen? He's a great character from the Pixar movie Cars, in the Cars franchise. 3. What's your opinion on the Golden Grey from Zootopia 2016? I think he or she is a great character. I think that character is great. 4. What's your opinion on Judy Hopps? I think Judy Hopps, in my opinion, she's a great character from Zootopia. 5. What's your opinion on Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas and Friends? Sir Topham Hatt is a great character from Thomas and Friends, because Sir Topham Hatt has to make sure that everyone gets to work right on time. Because he is the Fat Controller on the island of Sodor. Because after all, I think he is the boss of the island of Sodor. Because that's where most Thomas and Friends episodes take place. Because most Thomas and Friends episodes take place on the island of Sodor. And I think Thomas and Friends is a great show. It's definitely a lot better than Barney and Friends, in my opinion. Because Thomas and Friends is definitely way better than let me try again. Because Thomas and Friends is definitely way better than Barney and Friends, in my opinion. Because we all know how much we hate Barney and Friends. Because that show really sucks. Even for season 9, when Barney talks to even in season 7 of Barney and Friends, especially when Barney begins to talk to the audience in some episodes of Barney and Friends. Yeah, I don't really like how they did it that way. Like in season 7 of Barney and Friends, like in that episode called All Aboard, Barney After Barney says it's fun to work on a train, and it's fun to pretend, he asks the audience, "Can you pretend to be a choo-choo train?" Like honestly, that question can get really annoying at times. Yes. So yeah, in season 7 of Barney and Friends, Barney begins to talk to the viewers in some episodes of Barney and Friends from season 7. Alright. 6. What's your opinion on Mario Kart Super Circuit? Mario Kart Super Circuit, in my opinion, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a good video game. Even though I don't have Mario Kart Super Circuit, but I do have Mario Kart DS, and I might do a gameplay of it sometime soon. 7. What's your opinion on James the Red Engine? James the Red Engine, in my opinion, I think is a good character from Thomas and Friends. 8. What's your opinion on orange juice? Orange juice, in my opinion, Orange juice is, in my opinion, I think it's pretty good. 9. What's your opinion on apple juice? Apple juice, in my opinion, it's a pretty good drink. 10. What's your opinion on chicken sandwiches? I honestly don't like chicken sandwiches, in my opinion. Alright. Daniel asks, 1. What's your opinion on ASMR? ASMR is really awesome. ASMR is really relaxing. Because there are some ASMR videos that I like. And besides, ASMR, in my opinion, it's really relaxing. Some of the videos are really relaxing, including the ASMR Blue Sky video, because I prefer the ASMR Blue Sky video because you know how much I love doing those Blue Sky videos. And I'm also planning to do some more Blue Sky videos at some point. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing more Blue Sky videos again because because I really miss doing those. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a Blue Sky video sometime tomorrow, maybe sometime today. I don't really know yet, but I'll think about it. 2. Do you like McDonald's? Yes, I do like McDonald's because McDonald's, in my opinion, I think McDonald's, in my opinion, I think it's a good fast food restaurant. 3. Opinion on rubber dough? Never heard of it. 4. Do you like Ferris wheel? Ferris wheels, in my opinion, I think they're pretty nice. But I have been on a Ferris wheel before, and I think it's pretty fun. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to do something real quick. But anyway, moving on. This game's building more in early 90s asks, 1. Do you like Bath and Body Works store? If you do, what do you like from there? I like the hand soaps. Well, I'm not really sure about that, to be honest, because there were so many to choose from there. 2. Do you like the NBA 2K video game series? I think so, yes. 3. Do you like the fall season? Yes. Yes, the fall season is really great because the leaves change colors in the fall. And I think the traits that change in the fall, I think they're pretty. I think it's beautiful. Jim Carlo, the Super Mario fan asks, 1. Opinion on cupcakes? Sorry about that. 1. Opinion on pancakes? Pancakes, in my opinion, I think pancakes are really awesome because they sell pancakes at IHOP, and I've been to an IHOP before, and I think IHOP, in my opinion, it's a pretty decent breakfast restaurant. 2. Opinion on waffles? I think waffles, in my opinion, are really good. 3. Did you know that Super Mario Bros. Was celebrating their 40th anniversary? Yes, I did know about that, and I think their 40th anniversary is really exciting. Because if it did happen for real, then the Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary series would be so exciting. I would definitely play it. I would definitely play it. Car Marmite asks, 1. What are your thoughts on Blue's Clues? For me, it's a great show. It's a great show in my opinion. Blue's Clues is a great show. I really love it. 2. What are your thoughts on Cartoonudo? For me, it's a bad channel. I also think Cartoonudo is a bad channel. Because I don't care for Cartoonudo. Because they air really crappy shows that I'm not going to mention here. Daniel G asks, 1. Opinion on Pepsi. Pepsi is a pretty decent soda, even though I don't really drink Pepsi that much. I just mainly drink water. 2. Opinion on Golden Corral. It's a great restaurant. I've been to Golden Corral before. A few times. I've been to Golden Corral before. And I think they have really good food there. 3. Do you like it when an adult bangs on the table? No, I do not. I do not like it when an adult bangs on the table. Because that's really horrible to say. 4. Is it sad that baseball is over? It is, unfortunately. 5. Opinion on the cookies and cream ice cream cake? It's a pretty good dessert. Alright. South Park Media Corner Animates 2K9 asks, are you ready for October? Yes. I am ready for October because I think October will be a really great month. Daniel G once again asks, can you make this a birthday special? Yes, but it will be a late birthday special because I didn't get to make any Ask MrEvan episodes on my actual birthday because it was on a Sunday, not a Friday. Once again, Daniel G says, anything you want to say for the baseball game because it's the championship, that means they're going to get the trophy. Well, not really. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything to say, to be honest. Hello, Jay. Alright. You have a dream car? Not yet. I don't really have a dream car yet. Because I don't really know how to drive yet. Because I gotta learn how to study the traffic laws. Which I should be able to... Sorry about the stuttering. But anyway, it happens. You have a dream car? Not yet. I don't have a dream car yet. Because I don't really know how to drive. Because I have to study the traffic laws first. And get my learner's permits. Which is gonna take me some time. And I'll do that at some point. When I'm not busy. Nickelodeon Fan 2009 asks, 1. Do you think Super Mitomo is a great user in your opinion? I do. Yes. Super Mitomo is a really great YouTuber in my opinion. He makes really great videos. 2. What are your thoughts on Super Duper Bunny Lechu? For me, I hate that show. I hate that show. Same here, Nickelodeon Fan 2009. Daniel G asks, opinion on Coca-Cola? It's a pretty good soda. It's a pretty good drink. You like being 20? Yes, I do like being 20 because being 20 years old gives you a lot of freedom. That means you can do whatever you want. And not have to worry about not have to worry about being a teenager anymore. Which is really great. Well, that'll wrap it up for episode 177 of Ask Mr. Evan Productions Delayed Birthday Special. So, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give this video a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos coming soon to the channel. Until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody, and that's about it. Peace out. You have a good day.